I think that it was an important gathering because it afforded us an opportunity to interact with all South Africans from all walks of life around continuing the dialogue about land. The fact that we received more than 900,000 submissions means that South Africans want to talk about it, and the gathering of the weekend, I think, was a perfect platform to talk to thought leaders around what their views are around how the Constitution must be amended or not, but that the land reform process continues to happen.
The root causes of persistently high poverty, continuing inequality and unemployment in our country are linked to South Africa's history of exclusion, which continues to be entrenched in a number of areas that they identify. And they identify those areas as being land, capital, labor, productive markets, and they say despite progress that we have made since the dawn of democracy, these areas still keep us back and hold us back from exploding into a more inclusive society.
So there are many issues that were discussed, but there are even more issues that need to be discussed further. For example, in one of the commissions which I was in, there was a call for a youth summit to address issues that pertain to the youth. I'm hoping that they will be able to assist the youth in convening this summit and helping the youth to address the challenges that the young people in South Africa face. But as I say, it's a good start.
The fundamental difference that exists now in South Africa is that the youth are viewed as a homogenous group, removed and considered as the third person in any narrative when it comes to issues of national importance. And I want us to think about how this organic relationship developed, where we speak about all the challenges like poverty, unemployment, the deficiencies in the healthcare system, state capture, and then we separately speak about young people as a separate challenge, as if it's independent and not intrinsically linked at the center of all of the other challenges that we face. In Youth Month, perhaps it's best to remind us around the room that Roger Jardine was deployed as DG at the age of 28. Topo Didiza was deployed at the age of 29 as a deputy minister. A time in our young democracy existed where the youth were not an outside group wanting a seat at the table. The youth were not viewed as a dirty group or a third person, a third grouping, and us versus them. But much has changed since then.
I want to argue that actually it's wrong to think that state capture happened in the last 10 years. It predates that, actually. And think of it very seriously. I think in the research that we've been doing, if you remember that when did the Guptas arrive in this country, who assisted them, for what purpose? Clearly, it was not in the last 10 years. It goes beyond that. I think people must actually embed it. The last 10 years was probably a point where doors were opened too wide for state capture to deepen and happen in a very big way and in a more systematic and structural way. But I don't think we should have walk away here thinking that it's something that happened in the last 10 years. Just to emphasize the point again, I want to emphasize this thing, that at the core has been ensuring that you reduce and almost take away the strategic and technical capability of the state. And this is done through a number of ways. The one is ensuring that you deploy enablers for state capture in boards, in the executive council, in management, so that it helps you to actually advance the project that you are seeking.
You know, exclusion is just part of a black person's life, you know. You sit here and feel privileged, and yet you can't help just thinking of home, Probably 120 k's from here, a township called Imbali. When you go back home, if I can go back home now, all the youth that will be filling the street there with no hope, nothing to do. Yeah, I really just hope out of this something will come out. And it's not really about the president. The implementers are the David Makuras, are the premiers, are these government officials, really. And I just hope whatever report comes out of here helps in some way, in some small way, to take this agenda forward of inclusion. Thank you.